Start with the Qigong crashing waves, which you're going to repeat 3 times. Then the downward dog sequence, dive, chaturanga, into upward dog, cobra, back to downward dog. Then planks, hands to the chest, 3 times. Then child's pose, back to the downward dog sequence. And then hands come out into a salute right in front of you. Child's pose, back into the downward dog sequence. And then the planks where you come from your chest and straight out with your fists closed. Back to child's pose, downward dog sequence, dive into upward dog, cobra, back to downward dog. And hands come out, straight out to the sides. Back to the child's pose and downward dog sequence for a break. Then return to a plank with the hands at your chest and punching out. Return to child's pose for a rest and into the downward dog sequence, dive, chaturanga, upward dog, cobra, back to downward dog. Then in the plank you swim for 3 sets. Back to child's pose and into the downward dog sequence. Then we're going to go into our side planks. Hands are up, and we're going to lift up the hip 3 times both sides. And then into the child's pose, downward dog sequence. Side plank where the top leg bends at the knee and raises up. Do this 3 times on each side. Then a child's pose and downward dog sequence in between sets. Then take the bottom leg and bring it out to the side in front of you. Do 3 times on each side. Then a child's pose and downward dog sequence. Then hands come up and top leg rotates like a rainbow in front of the bottom leg and then behind. Do this 3 times on each side. Then go into child's pose and the downward dog sequence. Then bend the top leg to meet the top elbow. Do this 3 times to each side. Child's pose into the downward dog sequence. And then feet come up to the hands into prayer position, and then repeat the sequence 3 times total for the day.